everyone. Welcome to Annapolis, Maryland. Today, we're at the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will come out victorious in the Military Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Charlotte 49ers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He leaves it with his back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Number 96, on to punt it away.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. And the 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for space. It's Haynes. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds the tight end. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Wants to throw on first down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. The 49ers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's King. And that one's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to get to him. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing Military Bowl. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
Oh, he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Off-play action on first down. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and miss this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Takes the easy completion. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter and Georgia Tech has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block, it's Thomas. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looks as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
That's another Charlotte.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He'll just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking for a crease. It's Norton. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. It is good! And they tie the game in the final seconds.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And man. These teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. We'll get it started here in overtime. Quarterback checking the play. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Dropping back, it's King. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Going up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.